All of my favorite beauty products decided to run out at the exact same time, so we need to run to a couple stores today to do some restocks. I typically lean towards more affordable beauty, but there are definitely a few products I'm willing to splurge on. So we're gonna run to Sephora and pick up some of those. We're also gonna head to Target because I have a few drugstore body care and hygiene things that I wanna grab, so I'm gonna take you along with me today. Before we get started though, make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you love beauty and fragrance content. Give this video a thumbs up and turn your post notifications on so that you never miss a video.
So our first stop was Sephora, and immediately I was drawn to some of the new launches. I noticed they had these perfumes from the brand Laura. They were all really, really good. My favorites were the orange one and the green one. The orange one smelled like a mezcal margarita, if you are familiar. Very good. I've been meaning to smell these, specifically the Vanilla Vibes scent. I've heard a lot of people say it smells like ice cream. These are supposed to be like hydrating body mists. I personally wasn't a huge fan of the Vanilla Vibes scent. There was a giant fleur display. This has moved since the last time I was in my Sephora store, and they were stocked on a lot of scents, including this new one called Cherry Stem. I'm not typically a cherry scent person, but this one was actually pretty good. Not too sweet cherry. Then I wanted to smell the new Rare Beauty perfume. This one has notes of like vanilla and caramel, and it was so good. It reminds me a lot of Burberry Goddess, except without the vanilla and the ginger. They also had the layering balms, but they were out of the amber vanilla, I think it is, but they had all the other ones. I've tried those. I like those. I noticed this Chris McMillan brand. I haven't tried it. I haven't heard of it. If anyone has tried it or heard of it, let me know. I have been noticing a lot more of these like professional type brands around Sephora, and so let me know if you've tried this. I think it looks interesting. I love Moroccan oil hair products, and they actually have a new perfume and I believe a body mist as well, but I was looking specifically for their Perfect Defense heat protectant spray. I needed to do a restock, but it looked like they were out. An employee ended up finding a Perfect Defense spray in the back, so I ended up grabbing one of those. Next, I stopped by the Color Wow section because I am in the market for some sort of hair gloss, and I do love Color Wow products. I've been really interested in this Money line. If you've tried the Money Mist or the Money Mask, let me know what you think because I'm very, very intrigued. I've heard lots of great things about those. I also love from this brand, they have their Dream Coat spray. This is really good if you have lots of frizz or where you live is a really humid climate. It helps to smooth things and keep things tame. Okay, new from Living Proof. Well, okay, this one isn't new. This is just their Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo, which I do love. That one is great, but they had this Velvet Amber scented Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo, which I thought was very interesting. And then also this gift set, which I think would make a great gift. It comes with a gloss and then a little one of the detox shampoo. I also noticed this is a new brand, at least in my store, called Roz. This seemed to be more like natural kind of inspired products. I smelled one of them and it smelled very like essential oilsy, natural. Not my vibe, but let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what you think. Moving on to skincare, I love in Beauty Project, specifically this Mineral Sun Glow sunscreen. This is one of my all-time favorite sunscreens, and I usually don't even like American sunscreens at all. Next, this was new at my store as well. This is the Astura brand. This is like a Korean beauty skincare, which I've noticed like Asian beauty and Asian skincare are coming into a lot more like just mainstream American stores. Like I think Target is even selling some now, but this brand I know is really focused on like skin barrier. I love their gel cream moisturizer. We also now have a road display in my Sephora, so I went to check out their skincare. Unfortunately, there was somebody standing in front of the makeup the entire time, but I would have loved to swatch their pocket blushes. I also stopped by the Tower 28 gondola, and they had these little teeny tiny mini lip balms that I thought were so cute. I haven't tried this formula, but I just thought these were so adorable. I have tried their sunscreen. I do like their sunscreen. It is a little deep for me as someone with a very fair complexion, but it was a very nice, very hydrating formula. I have tried the Ole Henriksen lip balms before, but unfortunately I am allergic to them. But they had a ton of shades in stock, including some shimmery shades. I know a lot of people love these. They also had a lot of like tinted ones in stock as well. So anyway, just thought I would show those. I really want to pick up one of these Edam lip balms. So I really like the tinted ones. They had some nice shades, so I decided to do some swatches from the bottom to the top. It's Guava Fresca, Fig Sauce, Boba Bounce, and Bisop Glaze is that like plum shade. I also took a look at the Makeup by Mario because I am actually really interested in trying this mascara. I have a brown mascara that I like from Ulta, but I'm always interested in trying new things, and I do love the Makeup by Mario brand in general. So, okay, these palettes are new from Urban Decay. They kind of have some neutral palettes, and they're very interesting pan shapes, and the palettes slide open. So this I think is very similar looking to like their Naked palette and then like the Naked 2. So they have a warm and they have a cool. I just thought that was interesting, kind of bringing back those neutral classic Urban Decay shades that we all know and love. Another new brand, this is like another professional like artist shoe brand. This is the Hung Van Gogh brand. I thought these palettes had very beautiful color stories, definitely very like one shade, one family. Like they had a green palette, an orange palette, a blue palette, but I'm very interested in this brand. I'm always interested too when like professionals and artists come out with their own brands because I feel like they know what they're talking about, so I kind of have, you know, you have high expectations for those. I hadn't really stopped by the Merit Gondola in a while, and I know that this is a relatively new launch. This is a tinted SPF, which I am actually interested in trying, and there are, of course, are my beloved Flush Balms, I believe they're called. My favorite shade is Cheeky, but I'm also been eyeing lately this Beverly Hills shade. I might pick that up one of these days. I'm not quite sure, but I do love Merit just in general as a brand. Okay, now we're moving on. We are at Target, and I wanted to check out some of their new fall launches. So Dove had maple glazed donut as well as the cinnamon pumpkin pie. Real talk, the maple glazed donut I think smells so nasty, like almost like spoiled milk vibes. It was not for me. However, the cinnamon pumpkin pie, this is a very, very spicy pumpkin spice scent, and I absolutely love, but again, maple glazed donut, I'm out on maple glazed donut. Okay, my store also now has a dossier display. I know that some other regions have had this for a while. It was almost completely sold out except for a couple scents, but it always is exciting to see some affordable good fragrances in Target. Okay, Native also has some kind of fall body care out. I actually did like this, what is it, toasted vanilla and honey scent. I thought it was a good, nice vanilla gourmand. Also from Native, this is my favorite deodorant. This is their sensitive skin all natural aluminum free deodorant in cotton and lily, and they also have the aloe and green tea scent. But they also have some fun holiday scents already out, which I thought was wild. So that is frosted cherry, holiday gumdrop, and alpine air. And Tree Hut has their fall collection, their sweet pumpkin, their, I think it's meow, and then this sweet cream lotion is back. So if you like milky lactonic scents, that one is delicious and an amazing layering scent. 10 out of 10. I'm always checking up on EOS to see what they have. Of course, they were well stocked in their vanilla cashmere. That's one of their most popular fragrances, as well as the new pistachio scent, which is 10 out of 10. This cashmere lip butter though, and vanilla cashmere, avoid at all costs. This sucks. I don't like it. Anyway, just wanted to honestly point that out as a warning for all. The fragrance-free lotion has new packaging. Now it says sensitive on it. It didn't say that before. Not that that's even that exciting. But anyway, also from Native, this is their sugar cookie lotion. I thought this smelled like peanut butter. Maybe I need to go smell it again. It didn't smell bad, but I didn't think it smelled like a sugar cookie. I thought it smelled like peanut butter. Maybe that's just me. All right, some hair care. So OGX, I am loving this Bond protein repair line, specifically this leave-in conditioner. It's super lightweight and has this really nice continuous spray nozzle. I also have been loving this Bond repair collection from L'Oreal. So I love the conditioner. I'm not crazy about the shampoo. And then I also love this Bond repair treatment, which in my opinion is a dupe for some of the higher end Bond repair treatments, especially because L'Oreal owns a lot of the higher end brands. So to my understanding, they have very, very similar ingredients. This also kind of caught my eye. This is a glossing 5-minute lamination mask from L'Oreal. If you've tried this, let me know. I would be very interested to see how that works. Also, I'm always loving the Dove Bond Strength conditioner. One of my favorite conditioners of all time. It smells good and it also has bond repair technology in it. That's like a forever staple, forever recommend. Also, I always love this intensive repair mask. I think it's amazing quality for the drugstore. Smells good. 10 out of 10. I do love the brand Saltaire, a lot of their fragrances, and I haven't really heard a lot of discussion about their hair care, but they do sell this Santal Bloom shampoo and conditioner in this super duper big, like, jumbo size, so it must be popular. And then they also had hair oils, like a light version and a heavy version in that same Saltaire Santal Bloom scent. Oh, I also saw they had that same Dream Coat from Color Wow at Target, which I thought was wild. I didn't think that they would sell the Color Wow brand. And then a ton of the Blake Brown Beauty. I haven't tried any of the hair care products, but I did want to point out that they do have new body mists. So if you are a fan of any of the scents of the Blake Brown hair care line, check out Target. From being Frenchy, I was looking specifically for the Moon Milk Mist. Never smelled it. I heard it's great. And while I was looking at the Being Frenchy area, I noticed they had some lip care. They actually did have a Moon Milk scented lip balm. I didn't pick it up though because I want to look for the mist. I don't really need any lip balms at this time. I kind of kept scouring to see if they had it anywhere, maybe hiding, but I didn't even see like a display for the Moon Milk Mist. This was also new, okay? In makeup, the Sachu lip stain peel off thing. Never tried this, but I know that they have been viral for a very, very long time on TikTok and other social media. Very popular. I thought that was really interesting and kind of exciting to see in a Target store. Also, my store now has a display of Versed makeup. This is brand new. They were pretty well stocked on everything here. I'm really, really intrigued with this brand. Apparently, I think it's owned by the same person that does Merit Beauty. At least that's what I've heard. They have this SPF skin tint that I'm wanting to try eventually. And some bronzing balms, this brush, highlighters, and then some nice looking blushes as well. So an exciting addition to Target. If you are interested in seeing a review on Versed makeup, let me know in the comments down below, because I would honestly love an excuse to buy some of it, because it looks really, really nice. And if they have this lip product, but it's a ClickUp pen, and I'm honestly so over ClickUp pens, but that's just my personal feelings on the matter. All right, just some last minute little perusing. These are relatively new to my Target store. These are the Sungbloom Editor masks. I love this hyaluronic acid hydrating mask. I feel like these are really just a nice kind of self-care moment. Fragrance-free, which is always a benefit if you have sensitive skin like me. They're about $5, I believe, so I like picking some of those up from time to time when I want a little self-care moment. Also, this is just random, but I want to know if you have tried anything from the brand Beloved. I see it every single time I'm in Target, and now I notice that they have this like pistachio ice cream scent, which honestly I thought smelled kind of good. But it seems like they have a lot of their scents in lotions and mists and candles and like all kinds of good stuff. So curious if there's any scents from this brand you think I should try, or if you have any thoughts about how the mists last, or any feelings about the body butter. Anyway, if you do, let me know, because I'm interested.
I am back from my shopping trip and I picked up a few things, and so I want to share with you everything that I got today. I picked up some products from Sephora and Target, so let's go ahead and start with a little Sephora haul. So the first thing that I grabbed is the Moroccanoil Perfect Defense. This is a dry aerosol heat protectant spray. I use this on dry hair before I do any sort of heat styling, like curling or straightening, anything like that. This protects up to 450 degrees. I've tried some other brands like dry heat protectant sprays, and I haven't been fans of them as much as I am of this one, especially the Living Proof one. I do not like. I just can't stand the smell. But this one I think is very weightless on the hair, and it also smells like the typical Moroccanoil fragrance, which is like a light powdery vanilla scent, which I absolutely love. So as soon as I was out of this, I went and grabbed a new one. The next thing that I got is from Chris Appleton and Color Wow, and this is a little just like travel size of their money mask. It says it's for super glossy, expensive looking hair. I wanted to get some sort of gloss maybe while I was at Sephora. I was kind of looking around at all the different brands, and I've heard a lot of good things about this mask specifically, but it is a little bit on the pricier side, so I didn't want to fully like invest in the full size. So I just grabbed the small one, and if I like it, I will possibly buy a full one. So I'm excited to test this one out. Next up, I have two different skincare products. So the first one, this is also new to me, and this is the Astura Ado Barrier 365 cream. So this says it is for dry and sensitive skin, and it is a moisturizing cream to strengthen the skin barrier. So I know this brand is a little bit newer to Sephora, and I've tried their gel cream moisturizer and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to try something just a little bit thicker, especially since we're going into like the cooler and drier months. So I decided to pick this one up. We'll see. I'm a little worried it might be too heavy. Lately, I've been struggling with some hormonal acne, so I've been trying to use lighter weight products with like less oil in them. So hopefully this isn't too thick, but I did test it out in the store and it felt really nice on my skin. So we'll see, but I'm excited to give this a try. Okay, and then last from Sephora, this is a restock. This is the In Beauty Project Mineral Sun Glow. This is an SPF 43 and it is an all mineral SPF. It is zinc oxide 14.2%. This is very impressive. I'm typically not an American sunscreen person. I will order my sunscreens from Stylevana and Yes Style because I just don't like a lot of American formulas. But this somehow is a mineral sunscreen that is not super thick and pasty like how almost every single other mineral sunscreen is that I've tried. This almost has like a gel-like consistency. They also make this in a couple different shades. So this is a tinted sunscreen. And usually with tinted SPFs, like tinted mineral SPFs, I have a hard time finding a shade that doesn't either look super duper orange or like too dark on me. But this one, I find this specific shade, this is the fair medium shade, is very flattering. It has a nice light coverage with a peach undertone, so I don't get any cast. It is on the pricier side, but in my opinion, completely worth it. I like to wear this on no makeup days, just for a little bit of added coverage. And then also this makes a great makeup primer because it does have a little bit glowier of a base. So very excited about having this one again. Okay, so I also grabbed a few things from Target. So the first thing that I picked up is the Dove Bond Strength Damage Therapy Conditioner. This is a restock. I'm completely out of conditioner, and this is one of my all-time favorite conditioners, both high-end and affordable. It has a very lightweight consistency, but also is very conditioning, and then has some added bond repair ingredients to it as well. So happy to have this. Okay, the next thing that I picked up, this is a native deodorant. This is the sensitive skin formula, and this is the Cotton and Lily scent. This is one of my favorite deodorant formulas. It is a natural deodorant, so definitely something to keep in mind, but I personally love it. I also have to use the sensitive skin formula because this doesn't have baking soda, and the regular one completely irritated my skin. So grabbed one of those. Okay, and then last up, this is the OGX Bond Protein Repair. This is just like a leave-in conditioner spray. I also believe it has heat protectant to it as well. So I finished one of these up, immediately went out to repurchase. I absolutely love this. It's super lightweight and it has this really cool like continuous mist spray. So very nice. Great, that is all for my shop with me and haul. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave me a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for more fragrance and beauty content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.